form for my clients to kind of help me, you know, just be on par with like their personal preferences. So here I am in the GoodNotes app. Oh, client blank chart. Okay, so right here, this is a form that I use for my, let me see if this bad boy is charged. So these are the forms right here that I use per client, and I will just go in and say, hey, you know, the last time that they got their brows done, I will write it right here. So I'll just zoom in and I could put, oh, well, the client's last date for their appointment was, today's the 12th. Let's just say it was, I don't know, 7. I need to change that to black. Drop down, change that so I can actually see it. So I will put, I don't know, 7/1 or whatever, 2022. And then what was the retention? Was it still, you know, right here to where it didn't really grow much? Let's just say, for example, I put right here so we know, okay, once you get down to XYZ amount of days, we need to go ahead and schedule you for a refill, because when you're down to, let's say, you know, if the client came in today, which is the 12th, you'll put 7/12 right here, 22. So, hey, look, 11 days pass and you're gonna be at this growth rate. So we need to book you your appointment XYZ often. And then right now I'm only doing classic and hybrids, so I would check whichever one would be the client's preference. Let's just say the client wants classic. I typically have clients that prefer classic styles just because they tend to be more on a natural spectrum. And then I will place, okay, well, how do you know, how does the client want their lash style? Natural, cat eye, the cluster style, or open eye, blah blah blah. Like, you can layer it with classics and do different lengths to create this look. So let's just say she wanted to go for something a little bit more open eye look, so you could put doll eye, and then from here you would select, okay, eyelash extension curls, which curl did you use? So for example, I'll just put, oh, I use CC, and then I would put the thickness for the lashes. I don't use 20s, 25s, however, I just put it on here just for the heck of it. And I tend to use 15s and below, so I would just put 15, for example. And then as far as the lengths of the lashes, I will select, I know I typically use 6, 7, 8, like pretty much all of these right here. And I tend to use 13 through 15 specifically for just a little bit of lengthening. But given that, let's say, for example, she said she wanted her lashes to be natural, we will just go ahead and simply select 6 through, let me go back, 6 through 12. 13 tends to be too long for my clients. Okay, and then we will come over here and say client's natural lash curl visually. So let's just say, okay, we're doing a CC curl for my client, and we'll say for example, the client has a C curl lash. So she may want it to be a little bit more curlier than what she currently has. And then what does her current natural lash health look like? Like, what can her lashes tolerate? So we'll just put, say for example, classic specifically. So I will put a little check mark right here. I don't like how I did that. A little check mark right here, like it can tolerate classics, and then I will put specifically 0.6 through 0.12. if that was what her actual lash health is. And then right here, I will just check whichever ones that apply to how her naturals curve. Like, do they crisscross? Like, what do they look like? And if it doesn't look like any of these, then I will just go in and zoom in here, and I will essentially like just draw what it looks like. So say for example, if they crisscross, I'll do one lash like that, and then another one like that, and then I'll go in and put a pink color, and I'll just say, let me turn this on. I don't like how it gets thick. Can I check different thickness? Ballpoint pen, let's do a, yeah. Okay, let's try this, see if this works. Just for example. So here you have that it has enough length from the actual lash line. And then of course you want to go in and ensure that you're isolating so that this other lash right here does not adhere to the other lash that is crossing it. So back on over here, we will go to that, and then I will insert the before and after picture. And then right here, I will say, okay, client's natural lash health, client's natural lash curl, essentially like just describing this part right here, like curly lashes, crisscross lashes. So clearly they crisscross. So I would select that one. And then right here it says lash growth percentage, which percent of their lashes per each category did the client actually have. So, you know, we're gonna start at 100%. So say for example, it is 50% telogen, 25% catagen, and another 25% anagen. And then, you know, if you have any special notes at the bottom, put client, let me just write it. Client did, I'm fixing to erase that because I don't feel, okay, cool. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, so I'm being lazy right now. Rather than me typing it, I'm gonna say it. So put a special note in here. Client did an amazing job at washing lashes. Great lash health. No contraindications. No inflammation or redness or itchiness or signs of improper aftercare. So that would be a note, for example, that I may put for my client for that day. And of course, you know, you go in and put, say for example, the client's name. Let's just put Jane Doe. And then I can go in and then draw. I know y'all love how I did the lash part, like actually pretending like I'm taping the inner corners and that bottom lashes down with the jelly eye pads. I thought that was a cute little design. But anywho, so say for example, you want to go in and put, you know, hey, this is how I mapped her lashes. I did 6, 7, 8. Say for example, she has 3 rows of what do you call it, lashes, or 3 layers of lashes. So 6, 7, 8 on the inner corner, and then 7, 8, 9, and then 8, 9, 10 in that area. And then on the next area, say for example, we put put another one right there. The same thing, 7, 8, 9, and then 6, 7, 8. So there you have your doll eye, and then you would do the same thing over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I think, oh yeah, and then I didn't even get into this part right here. Okay, so client's eye shape. Say for example, this is like a drawing perspective right here, and then this right here is like actual visualization of what the eyes look like. Let's say for example that the client has, I don't know, let's just select hooded eyes. Hooded eyes can be really, really hard to, not hard, but like kind of tricky as far as excess skin. So I would select that part right there, and then this part right here, just for future references for the client. So if I want to go back and say, okay, how did I do it last time? What was what, essentially, and then what tweezers did I use? So this one right here particularly is my isolation tweezer that I really, really love. So we're just gonna go ahead and select this bad boy right there. And then another tweezer that I really love using would be the volume and isolation tweezer. I don't know, for whatever reason, I tend to prefer to use that one for the classics. So I have plenty of them. So I will just select this one right here. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I think this is a pretty neat form. So we will get into what it looks like for brows. And then if you want to, you can, like, I don't know, save this in a form. But I'm gonna go ahead and delete this because this isn't an actual service. This is just for practice. So I'm gonna delete this. And then I will go into this part. Where is it at? Delete. I just think this is so neat. Back up out of here. Back it up, back it up, back it up.